Good morning, Darren Alf here from BicycleTouringPro.com. I just spent my very first night camping out in the woods in a hammock, and it was a little easier than I thought it was going to be, but I did have a hard time getting to sleep last night for two reasons. One, I'm not used to sleeping in this sort of position, you know, like this. I usually sleep on my side, and I just had trouble getting to sleep for whatever reason. The other thing that I found to be difficult about sleeping in a hammock is the fact that there's nothing protecting me from up above, and it was just a little creepy being out here in the forest when it was like pitch black and not being able to see anything around me. Normally when I'm in a tent, I'm surrounded on all sides by the material of the tent, and I have some comfort in being able to just see my immediate surroundings. Whereas here, I was like staring off into the darkness, and I found that really, really frightening. So I was just trying to like stay inside my little world here, like with this over my head essentially all night long, and I eventually fell asleep. So I took my sleeping bag off because as soon as the sun hit me here, it got too hot. So I am going to get up now. I don't have shoes on or anything, and I'm going to put my shoes on, get a little bit of food, pack up the hammock and the sleeping bag and stuff, change back into my riding jersey, and continue on my way. Here we go, day 2, West Virginia. As I was going past that little log right there, my foot hit up against the tree trunk. I didn't see that. Oh. I hit my foot up against the bottom of that trunk over there, and I've twisted my ankle now. Oh gosh, this is gonna hurt. I just did something really stupid, and I twisted my ankle really bad. And I'm out here in the middle of nowhere now with a twisted ankle and a bicycle. It's not a good combination. Oh, it's the outside of my left ankle. Feels like it's I don't know what it feels everywhere, like instant pain. Right? This is the inside. It's over here. Oh, and radiating. It's from my outer ankle radiating in towards back here. It hurts. This is not good. Just like that, I'm perfectly fine, and then I'm limping like crazy now. It's gonna be a long day. I'm gonna, oh, I can barely put any weight, shoot, on that outside. It's fine when I'm on flat, but this trail is so rocky that when I step on these rocks, oh gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna walk for a little bit. I'm gonna go back for my bike. Ow. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, put the camera down. I've got a twisted ankle now. Okay, so I just walked up the trail a little ways, put the camera down. I'm gonna go back for the bike. This trail is so rocky, I don't know what I'm gonna do. There was a large portion of today's ride where I was having to walk the bicycle already, and now I've got a twisted ankle and I'm gonna have to walk the bike even more. It's not good. I'm gonna ride whenever I can, but the trail is so technical. Honestly, I'm not much of a technical rider. Most of my bicycle touring experience is on paved roads or gravel roads, that sort of thing. So this is far more technical than I'm used to. And I think I might be paying the price because of that. Ouch. I think that's why you see a lot of younger people doing bikepacking trips and not a lot of older people doing it, is because your chance of injury in terrain like this is so much higher. My ankle is fine as long as I'm on level ground, but if I have to twist it to the outside, that's when it just hurts like crazy. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera here, go back for the bike. So, today was not an easy day. Very rocky, very mountainous, very humid, very buggy, and I sprained my ankle. Pretty badly, actually. And after I did that, which was pretty early in the morning, the rest of the day became like a survival mission, just trying to get out of the forest in one piece. God, there's a lot of bugs here. Way more bugs than last night. So I didn't film as much as I wanted to today. Again, really beautiful scenery. Love it. It feels like I'm in a rainforest, but I'm in the United States. And yeah, except for the pain in my ankle, it was a pretty good day. I ended up walking a whole lot more than I wanted to, just because I was trying to get over these rocky sections without hurting myself even more. Not only did I twist this ankle pretty badly, but I think I also tore something back here the same time that I twisted my ankle. I don't know exactly how to describe the pain that I'm feeling behind my knee, but it's like I have no strength basically to like push myself up, which is when you're cycling kind of important. So my left leg is basically gone. I'm just gonna take it easy tonight. It's only 5 o'clock right now, but so I've got 3-4 hours until it gets dark, so I'm just gonna chill here. I'm pretty glad I have the hammock. It's nice. Nice way to chill and end the day. While we are here, maybe I should talk about getting hurt. A lot of people are afraid that if they go bicycle touring or bike packing, they're gonna get hurt in the way that I did today, or maybe even more severely. But I can tell you that in 19 years of bicycle touring, I've rarely ever gotten hurt on my travels, and if I have gotten hurt, it's been pretty minor. The more serious things that have happened to me are things like food poisoning. I've had food poisoning about 3 times in 19 years, and those are the instances where I seriously thought I was gonna die. This is just a twisted ankle, and I'll be better in a week or so, but it's gonna take a little while, and I bet it's gonna hurt a lot tomorrow. So I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I may just call this bike trip early and make my way back to the van. I'm so sweaty right now. But I'm trying to think of my biggest injuries in the last 19 years. So in 2006, I believe, it was 2005. In 2005, I traveled to Seattle, Washington, and then I biked up to Vancouver in Canada, and then I biked down the Pacific Coast through the United States. And on the very first day of that bike tour, after having arrived in Seattle, Washington, I put my bicycle together. I think I took a bus or a train there, I can't really remember. But I had to put my bike back together at the beginning of the trip. And I put the seat of the bicycle way too low. And so I started cycling on the first day of the trip, and my seat was too low, and I instantly knew that it was too low. But I continued cycling because I felt like I was in such a rush to get to my campsite that night that I was like, oh, I'll just get to the campsite and then I'll fix the seat. So I'll just like suffer through this first day a little bit and then I'll fix the seat. But the problem was my seat was so low that I ended up totally, I don't know what I did, damaging my knee. It was my left knee. So I'm now suffering with my left ankle and my left knee. It was my left knee then as well. But I basically blew out my knee on the first day of my 2005 bike tour. And I was in incredible pain for about the next week, but I just continued cycling. And my knee was like popping each and every revolution. Do you know how many revolutions you make on a bicycle tour? Thousands, thousands and thousands. So my knee was just like pop, 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 pop for the entire months that I was on the road. And I was out there for about 2 months, I think. So by the end of the trip, I was starting to feel better, but it was still, my knee was still popping. That was probably one of the more serious injuries that I've had. On my recent trip to Sweden, Finland, and Norway, once again, I had just put my bicycle together and I was riding my brand new Comotion Siskiyou touring bicycle. And it's a great bike, but I hadn't broken in the new seat. The saddle and the saddle that came with the bike was too narrow for me. So no matter what I did to adjust the saddle, that saddle was just like ripping me in half every time I sat down on the seat. And so for the first few days of that bike tour, I had the worst saddle sores. My butt hurt so bad I couldn't sit down. It was terrible. Finally, I just went to like a very inexpensive sporting goods store and I purchased a new saddle for my bicycle, and I've had that same saddle on my bike ever since. But that instantly solved the problem, just getting a saddle that was wide as I needed it to be. So don't ride with a saddle that's too narrow for you. It hurts so bad. What other things have gone wrong? I got bitten by a snake, which is another thing I've talked about in one of my previous videos. That happened in the United States. Gosh, what else? I was bitten by some kind of crazy insect when I was in Baños, Ecuador, and had to go to the hospital and get some like antihistamine stuff injected into me because my whole body was like swelling up. These are the sorts of things that have happened, but I've never been like hit by a car or attacked or like fallen off a cliff or anything like that. Those are the things that a lot of people think are going to happen, but usually the things that happen are a whole lot more minor, like spraining your ankle or twisting your ankle or something, doing something stupid like that. So this twisted ankle is probably going to incapacitate me for at least the next week or so, I would imagine. It is really, really bad, and I'm really sad that I'm not going to be able to continue biking. But God, there's too many bugs here. Tonight I'm just going to take it easy, kind of hide inside the hammock from these bugs, which I'll probably have to do pretty quickly, and call it a night. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, I make new videos all the time. This is probably one of my shorter videos, but if you'd like to see my new videos when they come out, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell button in order to be notified each and every time I publish a new video. If you want to learn more about bike packing, be sure to visit my website at bicycletouringpro.com/bike packing. I've got a whole page there about the bikes you use, the gear you use, popular bike packing routes, and a whole lot more. Finally, if you would like to donate to help me make more videos like this one in the future, please go to my website at bicycletouringpro.com/donate. There's a link in the video description down below. And any donation that you make goes a long way towards helping me film these videos. It covers travel costs, camera costs, food costs, lodging costs, and a whole lot more. Once again, guys, I am Darren Alf from bicycletouringpro.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you out on the road sometime soon. Bye-bye. I'm gonna get inside here, hide from these bugs.